Hey guys, how's it going? It's Craig here from 10x Done, and basically what I want to show you in these little series of videos is I want to kind of show you what some of the credits actually mean. Like if you go to let me just bring the URL in there, so the web address, so 10xdone.net/intro credits explained. So it's this credit system explained page. What that actually shows you is what you can use your 10x Done credits for. Now, I know that some of them are quite technical. Some of them you might not understand, and you might not understand what the benefit of doing these things are. So I thought I'd do these little videos, first and foremost, to be getting some content out there and to attract people to 10x Done. But secondly, I really want you to understand the power of what you've got at your fingertips, and how much time you can actually save. So what I'm about to do is I've just set a little task where we're going to put a new section in here all about video. Video is pretty much where it's at in the marketing world at the minute. I mean, video does so much. There's a quote that a picture paints 1,000 words, and video paints 1,000 pictures. And I don't really need to say any more than that. It's incredibly important in your marketing, in getting your name out there, attracting new leads, attracting clients, converting those leads and all that kind of stuff, because they get to 9 times out of 10 they get to see you or hear you or see what you do, and in a very engaging way. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to talk about a couple of videos that I've done through the 10x Done system, and basically the process of how I did that, and just how easy it can be for you. So there's a couple of different examples that I want to show. What I've got here and what I'm doing now, and this little video that I'm going to play for a little second, is just a very basic screen capture type video. Okay, so hey guys, how's it going? Video, I just want to show. So you can see what it is. I've got the screen on the computer, and I'm basically recording that as I go along and explain different things. Okay, as I am with this little video here. Now they can be incredibly, these can be really good. I have one of these in one of my Facebook groups where I kind of explain what people need to do when they first join the group. In fact, pretty much every one of my groups, here's one of my groups here, just over 2,100 members there. But here at the top I have a little welcome video with, it's a screen capture thing, and it kind of explains where people can find stuff. So there's all these little rules and top tips and all this kind of stuff in my little Facebook group, and that'll go unmissed. That will go missed if I don't point them in the right direction. So that's what that little explainer video is there, and they're quite easy to do if you've got the right software and you kind of know what you want to achieve. How could that work for you? Well, if you wanted to do one of these explainer videos, rather than spend time buying the software, writing the script and all this kind of stuff, you can basically write a few notes and how roughly what you want to explain, what you want to do, what pages you want to explain, and all this kind of stuff. And then your 10x Done reps will create this explainer video for you, this screen capture for you, and then post it and whatever else you need to do, so you really don't need to think about it too much. A couple of other types of videos that I've been working on recently. Let me just I've got 3 examples. Here's one, and this is a video that I did where I could do the audio, I could record the audio, but I didn't really have time to get the footage, or I didn't have the footage, or I was doing it remotely or whatever. So let me just open this up a little bit. This is for it's like a bit of a sales video for a course that we're running later in the year. So I'll just bring it down a little bit. Here we go. So none of this footage I filmed. It's all. If you're a personal trainer or you work in a fitness profession, you will know the feeling all too well. The feeling of frustration and confusion when your client steps on the scales, and instead of the scales going down, they stay the same. Worst case. So as you can see there, I'll let that run as I'm talking, but none of I didn't capture any of this footage. None of this is mine. This is all stock footage, which you would probably pay anything from sort of $50 to $150 per clip, you know, if you used to buy all this stock footage yourself. But one of the beauties of having 10x done is that you can get a lot of this stuff, you know, and it's economy of scale, because we're serving so many different people. We have these big accounts and we can use all this kind of stock footage, and you get the benefit of that rather than having to sign up and do, you know, and get this software yourself. So really why I'm showing you this video is it gives you an idea that videos don't have to be you on the screen. You know, some people really panic about that and they sort of think, oh, you know, I can't, I hate video, I can't do video and all this kind of stuff. And their coach, their marketing coach that they're working with, they're sort of saying, you need to get a video done, you know, and it just gets in the way. You know, you start to sabotage yourself and put things off and procrastinate. It doesn't need to be like that, you know, and it starts with your, you know, in 10x done. If you don't know, if you're not a member, then basically, you know, we run a lot of things from your little hub here, and it starts by basically, you know, you've got your little to-do list here, and it starts by you basically writing that. That's all it needs to be. I would like a video, you know, and from there we will help you work out what it is actually you want to create, and the best way to do that, you know, with the minimum amount of credits, the minimum amount of fuss, and the minimum, you know, the right amount of input from you, because some people really want to be in, you know, heavily engaged in the video. Other people don't want anything to do with it, you know, and that's fine. We can handle all that. All right, so that's one. That's a video that we haven't got the footage, but we can record a bit of audio. Here's another one. Let's say you can do the audio, but again, you know, you want something a bit more engaging, a bit more, you know, a bit more powerful. Perhaps it's a little bit longer. You don't want to use stock footage, and you want to use one of these little whiteboard explainer videos.
I have a little known and much sought after secret for you, which I'll share in about 30 seconds. But first, of all the problems you could be facing in life, we have identified the #1 pains in your NLP journey.
Okay, so you can pretty much see, like I said, I'll turn that, I'll let that run. Now these videos, although they don't always look as professional as some of the other videos, they're actually incredibly engaging, and they're incredibly engaging because your eyes are doing one thing, your ears are doing something else, and your mind is doing something completely different, and it puts you into a little bit of a trance as you watch it. And they are really, really powerful, and you know, quite popular at the minute. So if you used to get a whiteboard video done, you're going to pay anything from sort of $100 for, you know, 500 words or whatever, you know, but you can get this done with a few credits, and basically sort of think, well, I haven't really got a script. Well, you can get that copywriting done as part of your credits as well, you know, and a lot of the time I will be writing your copy of, you know, so I use a little app called Grammarly, if you've seen that before, which obviously helps with spelling and stuff. And these are all little scripts that I've wrote. And 9 times out of 10, if you go, right, I want a script for a personal training business, I want to explain a video about what I do about my personal training business, I've probably got something that I can just use as a template and then alter, and that's going to save you credit, it's going to save you money and time. Oh yeah, there's a PT script. In fact, this is the one from the video that I showed you before. If you're a trainer and you work in the fitness profession, you know the feeling all too well, yada yada yada. So I write this script so you don't even have to come up with your own copy. You know, we'll maybe just do a little bit of an interview, see what you want to achieve, work out what the best way to do that with a minimum amount of time and fuss, and then, you know, bang out the scripts, do the old the whiteboard thing, or the stock footage, or, you know, whatever one you want, and your video's done, you know. So that's that second type. And then the other type is, it's, you know, when you've actually got the footage and you've got the ability to you know, to take the footage yourself and to do an interview or whatever. You know, here's an example of something like that. So this is a guy that I'm doing some work with. He's going to run one marathon in every country across the world. So we've got a little bit of an intro here. So again, all these intros can be, you know, part of your video just thrown in as part of your credits.
My name is Paul Hammond, and I'm planning to run a marathon in every single country in the world. I've always been interested in running.
So as you can see, you know, as the talking's going on, he's saying one thing, there's cutaways, it's pretty good quality, you know, lots of different things, a lot of editing going on here, and yeah, so it's just another way of doing it. You might have the footage. You might have the footage from one of your training sessions, or you might capture footage in your clinic or your gym or whatever, and you might want an actual video of your place, you know, and you can send us those files, and we can kind of put that video together. All right, so that's another example of a different type of video. And then you might think, well, you know, I don't like the idea of doing it remotely, but you know, there are a few ways of making that really easy. Here's a video that I'm working on at the minute. It's called "The Day in the Life of a Boot Camper." Okay, so this is kind of how it starts, and how it would start with you. What I did to start off with, I created a storyboard because I had a rough idea of how I want the video to work. So here's my little storyboard. Now, I don't expect you to draw these cartoons, you know, there's actually software that helps you with this. So I had my little intro slide, then a little bit of an interview in the car, and these are all you know, the things that I want to write at the bottom. And then she gets met, and we do like a little interview with Paula, my wife, and then we do, you know, there's a couple of shots of the house and all this kind of stuff, so you can see the kind of storyboard. So the guy in the Philippines, he kind of knows exactly what you want to achieve. Now, he's just sent me this morning the first draft of this video. So you might think, well, gosh, it's going to be a nightmare asking for changes and all this kind of stuff. So here's the video. Remember the storyboard that we did. Let me just stretch that out a little bit before we start. Yeah, remember the storyboard. Here we go. Okay, I don't actually like this start. I think it looks a bit bloody 70s. I'm not sure about the music, but anyway, you know, what we can train you to do is to pick out these things really quickly and easily, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and then send that as a task for your assistant. Okay, so it's going to play on a little bit. So remember the storyboard, like we said. There's a bit of an intro, and then.
Okay, so I've just pulled off the boot camp, and I'm really, really excited, but I am really nervous.
So, you know, this footage here is a bit blurred, but you know, I'm quite willing to keep that. I could refilm it. I could spend a bit of time and refilm it and send it off to him, but I'm going to leave it in there. What I really don't like though is this bit down the bottom. I don't like this white box. I think the writing should be white just across the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to capture this little thing here, you know, using this software called Jing, which we train you to use, and I'm gonna sort of draw a little box around it, and I'm gonna say I don't like the white box. Simple as that, you know. And then you sort of upload that, and then what will happen is that will upload to your clipboard, and then I can just copy that in as a task, and he just comes along and checks that and goes, all right, okay, don't like the white box, I'll remove that. So what I've done is I've gone through and I've basically got a load of clips, a load of tasks together that I don't like about the video. So here we go. So I want to remove the word fitness. Let's close that one down. What else did we get? A little bit later in the video we got, what was it? Okay, here we go. Right, so basically there's a shot where she's absolutely shitting herself, and the trainer here kind of grabs her neck and holds her head up a little bit. It just looks a bit rough, so I said, you know, don't just remove that. But you can kind of see how easy it is then to kind of get changes from this video. And to be honest, my input from this video is I did about an hour's worth of filming, and then I handed it across to someone else to take some of the footage. But you know, all in all, it would have been a day to get a day in the life of what's going on. I kind of put the storyboard together, which is probably an hour or two to put the storyboard together. I did about 10 minutes this morning. I watched the video, I got some some tasks for the VA to send back, and that's it. And we're planning now. They're going to send the next version on Monday, which I'll check, and then we'll keep chipping away at it. And it's really kind of that easy. And this is quite a long video. This is a 10-minute video. So we had two parts to the storyboard. A few instructions and all this kind of stuff, but all in all, pretty easy. Doing another video with like a little interview video. So I basically put, hi, this is the assistant. Hi, should be a quick task. Work on a video, a little interview. Can you put it together? He asks a few questions to make sure he knows what you want. I send him the files through Google Drive or whatever you want to do. You can paste them straight into Trello, whatever you want to do. And he gets on with it and sends it back, and it's really that easy. So video is no longer the issue that it's been in the past. It's really easy for you to do, to the point where it'd be quite easy to get carried away and do lots of videos. But actually, what you really want to do is work out the real big hitting videos and make sure that that you really put a lot of time and effort into them. Other stuff that you could do as well with regards to the video is you could do like little. If you do fitness sessions and all that kind of stuff, you could do like a weekly training montage where you basically get a load of shots on your mobile phone and then send it off with a standard task. You can write like a template task of your weekly training video, and it can just be a rolling task where this video gets edited, uploaded to YouTube, shared on your Facebook and your Twitter and your Instagram and all this kind of stuff, and you don't have to worry about it, you don't have to think about it. It's almost like your subconscious is taking control and doing all these tasks for you. So that's it. That's with the video. If you've got any questions on this, then you can then jump into the 10x Done Facebook group and fire it away. If you've got experience of it, then share it with other people that are in the 10x Done. And if you want me to go through some of the credits and tasks and explain kind of what they are, then fire away. Just let me know and I'll run through stuff. And remember that we're constantly adding to this as we recruit new members to our team, and new services and all this kind of stuff. We basically want to remove all the friction from your business and make it really easy for you to just concentrate on the things that you do well, and that's what 10x Done is all about. So until the next video, take care.